too. And he really, how interesting. And he works all day too. But that's terrible.
Hey, what led you into this poor area? What are you looking for here?
I'm just looking around a bit.
Ha! Then you better not be caught looking around. It would seem that we have a few thieves in the city who would steal stuff from the rich people. The city guard recently turned the harbor district upside down, but they didn't find anything.
What do you know about the thieves?
Nothing, but all the citizens are scared and have become distrustful, particularly towards strangers. Don't get caught in strange houses. No one takes kindly to that. Yeah, you gotta protect yourself against thieves. A sturdy cudgel works best.
Can you teach me anything?
I'm forging a few fittings and nails and repairing iron parts. But I don't know enough about forging weapons to be able to instruct you. If you want to learn that, go see Harad. He sure knows how to forge weapons. But if you want to train your muscles a bit, well, I can help you with that.
Ah, you've come just in time. I'm in need of an assistant for a magic experiment. I'm sure you're eager to do me a favor for science's sake.
Easy, my friend. First tell me what this is all about.
I have developed a new spell, a spell of oblivion. I've already successfully carried out a few practical applications, but I don't have time to conduct one final test.
What's in it for me if I help you?
I could teach you how to brew potions. I know the recipes for healing and mana essences, and for potions of great speed.
Tell me more about the experiment and the spell.
The spell serves to make somebody forget various events. So far, I have only found it to work when the person in question is angry, for instance. If he has been knocked down or robbed, even if he has only witnessed such a deed, he will scratch it from his memory.
So I'm supposed to knock somebody down and then put a spell on him?
Yes, I think you get the point. But to make somebody angry, it is enough to attack him. You don't have to knock him down. So you should pick somebody who's by himself. If there are other people around, you'll just get into trouble with Lord Andre. Also, it makes no sense to cast the spell on someone who's busy attacking you. Wait for the right moment.
All right, I'll try out that spell.
Then take this spell scroll and find yourself a suitable guinea pig. Once you're done, come back and tell me how it went.
But the light was a torment for Beliar. All that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
Don't tell this to anyone. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Go away.
Show me your wares.
Honestly,
Go away,
I witnessed
don't
it
tell me
myself.
that. He
That's an
can't
open
keep
secret.
anything to himself. I don't believe that. These
Everybody
are
knows by now.
mentals.
I don't
You'd
believe
better
that.
shut up.
Who says
That's
things like
terrible.
that?
What do you want here? Go!
What do you want here? Go!
See? That wasn't so hard.
You better shut up.
Hey, you! Well, what have we here?
Have you no manners? That's disgusting. Oh, is this filthy rabble. Haven't you a job where you ought to be? But I suppose no one would miss a down-at-heel fellow like you, hey? Well, if you had as much gold as I do, you wouldn't have to work either. But you'll never be that rich.
I see I'm gonna have lots of fun with you. I asked you who you are.
I am Valentino the Handsome, bon vivant and ladies' man. Poor in cares, rich in wisdom and gold, and the women throw themselves at me. If you have problems, keep them. I don't need them.
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you some manners.
Doesn't matter to me. Thrash me all you want. When I get up tomorrow, I'll be fine again. But you'll have to run around with that mug of yours for life.
Do you have anything else to tell me?
Make yourself popular, never promise anything to anyone, take what you can, and watch out that you don't get into a quarrel with the militia. Or with jealous husbands, of course. They're the worst, let me tell you. Oh man, my head!
Do you have anything else to tell me?
Leave me alone!
Someone's gotta do the work.
Leave me alone, you filthy brute. Wait until...
I met Valentino.
And?
I gave him a sound beating.
He deserved it. Here. I found this ring on him when our little disagreement had been settled. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who beats him up.
Has anything exciting happened?
Oh well, all's quiet. I suppose that when the orcs come, we can't fail to notice.
Valentino was unable to pay his bar tab last night. He was blathering something about having been robbed and paying me later, obviously. Really?
And what did you do?
Well, I gave him a good thrashing. What else?
Here, take this ring.
What? Oh, I don't understand.
It used to belong to Valentino. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who tans his hide.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
That's what I've always said.
Hey! I used the spell scroll.
Fine, fine. And were you successful?
Yes, it worked.
Excellent. One small success for science, but a big one for me. Now, I can use my time to instruct you in the arts of alchemy. I could also give you some useful things if you want.
Show me.
And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute, and he did not succeed.
Someone's gonna do the work.
I am Hacker, a weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
That's not what I heard.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Tell me more about the area around the city.
It's gotten too dangerous out there, because of the bandits for
It's gonna
one
get
thing,
even worse.
and also on account of wild beasts. Even the animals don't seem to get enough to eat in these crappy times. They're venturing closer to the city all the time.
Go away.
Do you know anything about the paladins?
Yes, those guys are ruining my business. All you can buy in this entire town is a short sword at most. They've helped themselves to anything that's longer than a foot and a half. In return, I now get to live in the hotel free of charge.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Where do you get your weapons from?
Harad the smith has been my supplier up to now. Now all he does is make stuff for the paladins. He works for those guys day and night like a madman, without pay. He thinks it's his duty. All I can offer you now is my remaining stock.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
What do you know about the disappearances of the citizens of Corinus?
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate. Some of those who came I had never seen before in my life.
I've always said.
And many of those who went out never came back. But what happened the other day was really quite strange. There was this fellow who came here. I think his name is Joe.
That's not what my
He
husband
bragged that he would soon come into some serious money. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towers, where the militia keep their arms. And I haven't seen him since, even though I used to bump into him around the same time every day. I reported this to the militia.
Go away. Don't
I thought that maybe he had been caught and thrown into the dungeon. But Lord Andre had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't even know the fella.
That's not what my husband thinks.
What do you know about the bandits?
Say,
What do I know about them? They robbed me on my way to the city, and I'm not the only one. They've been up to their tricks for quite a while. The militia tried to track them down,
Honestly,
but without any success.
he simply talks too much.
Do you know who in the militia took part in the search?
The fellow's name is Pablo. He and a few others went looking for the bandits, but they didn't find them.
Do you know where I can find Pablo?
He patrols around the city. You'll find him either at the Temple Square or in the lower part of town.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Honestly,
Where did they hold you up?
Near Akil's farm. Just go out of the city gate from here, and follow the road to the right. After a while, you'll get to a few steps. The bastards came from there. I bet they have their hideout back there in the woods.
typical, isn't it?
I'll deal with it.
He knows
What?
by now.
You want to take on the bandits? By yourself?
Typical, isn't it?
You're quite a good fighter, huh?
How much is the matter worth to you?
That's a dangerous business. Well, it's all right with me.
Did it myself.
I'll pay you 100 gold pieces if you defeat the bandits.
Myself.
Show me.
Now that's typical.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Go away.
Innos be with you, stranger. If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying, I'll call the city guard.
Just a moment. Do I look like a thief?
Bah! You won't be the first one to make off with my things today.
I won't tell her a thing.
Somebody stole from you.
I can't prove it. The fellow was damn
Someone's
clever.
gonna do the
Introduced himself as Ringaroo, if that really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. And every evening he gets plastered at the beer stand down the street. I bet the bastard is drinking my money. I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
Go away. Don't do
These are
that.
bad times.
I could get your gold back for you.
Someone's
Oh,
gotta do
and
the
why
work.
would you do that?
Too much. That's an open secret.
I won't tell her a thing.
I'm looking for clues to the Thieves Guild.
I might well be able to help you. Listen, if you get my gold back for me from that Rengaroo fellow, I'll tell you what I know.
That's an open secret.
Why didn't you call the city guard?
The guards only respond if a thief is caught in the act. And when I noticed my purse was missing,
Honestly,
the bastard was already gone.
myself.
Now that's typical.
That's not what
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. If you just knock the bastard down, the city guard will get involved. Lately, things have been getting really tough here. Since the paladins came to town, the guards have been cracking down on brawlers. So think of something.
I shall.
Don't tell this to anyone.
He can't keep anything to himself. He'd better shut
It's
up.
gonna get even worse. He simply talks
And it's
too
going
much.
to get even worse. If I hadn't seen it
Jorah
with my
says
own
you've got his
eyes.
money.
Damn it! I'm out of here!
That's terrible.
And he works all day too. That's not
Who
right.
says things like that?
Gotcha.
Hey, what do you want from me? Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw you do it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief, and that... You had better hand over Jorah's gold now.
Here's the dough, man! But now let me go! I'll never do it again!
I should turn you into the militia.
What else do you want? I've got nothing left. Let me go, man!
I'll see to it that you are put behind bars.
Oh, I don't want any more trouble. If you think that's what you should do, then be my guest. Hey, be careful, though. My friends are not gonna like what you're pulling here.
Due to the general situation, the forest and wilderness near the city are to be avoided for your own protection. Furthermore, any contact-
It is one thing if you brawl with the rabble in the harbor, but when you attack citizens or the king's soldiers, I must bring you to justice. If I let you get away with it, soon everyone here will do whatever he wishes. So, you will pay an appropriate penalty, and the matter will be forgotten.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
I want to pay the penalty.
Good. I shall see to it that everyone in the city learns of it. That will restore your reputation to some degree.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. Ringaroo stole from the merchant Jorah. He tried to skedaddle, but I caught him.
Good. My men have already picked him up. He won't be stealing from anyone else in the near future. Here is your money.
By reason of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself accordingly. Everyone is to begin training in this.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Don't tell this to anyone.
That's not what my husband thinks.
And the sea released the land, and there arose... Delighted in all the beings equal. But so great was the wrath of Belial.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Let me try your tobacco. This tastes incredible. I've never had a better smoke in my life. How did you prepare this blend?
I mixed the tobacco with honey.
You have done well, father of the art of blending. I would be delighted to fill my miserable pipes with this.
Fill her up then.
Thank you, son of generosity. No other blend could be as good as this one. I shall buy every bit you can bring me of this.
Can you make me another prophecy?
Oh, son of the mysterious future. It is not within my power to live only
When will that be?
when the
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit...
Ah, customer, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a room.
Ah, you're in the right place then.
One of the paladins told me that I could spend the night here for free.
Yes, yes. Just go up the stairs. We still have 1 or 2 beds free.
I have a few... Tell...
Corinus is one, but which...
That's not what I heard.
Welcome, stranger. My name is Baltram. Have you come to stock up on food? I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now, but I'll be getting a new delivery soon.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy. Try the other merchants.
You don't say.
Who says things like that?
He simply talks too much.
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
Yeah, I caught him all right. He's gonna cool his heels in jail for a while.
What about my gold?
Really, how interesting.
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
Innos be praised. There is still justice in the city.
And he works all day, too.
What do you know about the Thieves' Guild?
Right, listen up. You haven't heard anything of what I'm about to tell you from me, capiche? There are shady characters who frequent the dockside inn. I bet the landlord knows a thing or two. If you're planning to track down the thieves, you should go talk to him. You could act like you're up to something crooked, for example. Maybe he'll fall for it, but be very careful. These people are not to be trifled with.
He'd better shut up.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
But I already gave you a valuable hint. That should suffice as reward for you. If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and collect the Now,
Go away, don't tell me
Alric
that.
says you got his sword.
do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you... so what? Here, take it. After all, you did help me get my gold back.
Someone's gotta do the work.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Who says things like that?
Go away.
That's not what I heard.
And he works all day.
Show me.
That's not what I heard.
He can't keep anything to himself.
That's what I've always said. Really? How interesting.
And he works all day, too.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Really, how interesting.
He had better shut up.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Everybody knows by now.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I don't believe that.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are herewith urged.
Hey, you got no business here, understand?
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I'm the boss here, okay?
The boss of what? Of those chests?
Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it? So piss off, or else I'll bash in your skull.
That's what I've always said.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Hey, you, come over here. I've got something for you. There's a fellow here who insisted on talking to you. Since you weren't here, he told me to give you a message. He wants to meet you, behind Halver's fish shop. This piece of information is free, but that's an exception, kid. Anything beyond that will cost you.
What did the guy look like?
I could tell you that, but you need to pay for it, my friend. Every piece of information I give you.
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
I need information. Where can I find work?
You're not likely to find work down here at the harbor. You need to go to the craftsman in the lower part of town for that. But if you wield a decent blade, you could go challenge Ulrich. He fights for gold behind the warehouse.
Is there any special work to be had around here where I could make some quick money?
Something special, you say? Go talk to Nagur then. Maybe he can help you.
Got anything special for me to do?
I've got something for you, but that should only interest you if you're a man of versatile talents.
What have you got?
Well, Zorus, the potion vendor in the marketplace, currently has a guest, Darren the fire magician.
And?
He had a new chest made specially for him by Thorben the carpenter. They say that this Darren has bought a bunch of valuable stuff with him. But you didn't hear that from me, understand?
Hey, you! Cardiff says you may have a job for me.
Well, well. So you're looking for a special job. Okay. But we play by my rules, understood?
What does that mean?
That means you do what I say and you get a third of the profits. If you don't like it, then there's no job.
We're business partners, so it's 50-50.
Okay. I thought I'd give it a shot. Of course, we'll split our profits fairly.
All right, what's your plan?
You know the merchant Baltram, don't you? If not, it's time you talk to him. This Baltram has a messenger who supplies him with goods from Akil's farm. That is, he had a messenger. Until I cut his throat. And now Baltram has to get a new one, and that will be you. Your job is to get hired by Baltram and fetch the delivery from Akil. You bring it to me, and then I'll sell it on to an interested customer. He'll fork over a tidy little sum for it. And just don't try selling the stuff yourself. Have you got all that?
Well then, I'm all set.
Good. Then get on your way. But if...
I'd have gone about it differently.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Do you really believe that?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I've got your sword.
Ah, that's much better than fighting with an old stick.
That doesn't surprise me.
And he works all day, too. That's not what I heard.
So you're looking for a job?
Sure. What's it about?
My errand boy hasn't come back, and I'm waiting for a delivery from the farmer Akil.
And how much is it worth to you?
I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
Fine, I'm in.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Just tell Akil that I sent you. He'll give you a package.
Works all day, too.
Bring it to me.
Who says things like that?
Where can I find Akil?
Just go after...
And he works all day, too. Now that's typical, isn't it? And he works all day, too.
Hey! I need your help.
If it's absolutely necessary, what's wrong?
The farmer Akil is under attack by mercenaries.
What? Those riffraff are hanging around on Akil's farm? Then let's not waste any time. Follow me. Come here, you filthy beast.
Nothing there.
Come here, you filthy beast.
He should have known better.
Been there, done that.
I won't be treated like that.
Is there a problem?
No, everything's fine. It would be better if you left now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, everything's fine. I can't talk to you now.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
Everything all right?
As soon as anyone says anything wrong around here, the dance starts. So watch your step or there'll be a slaughter.
Will you join the fight?
I'm not just gonna stand here when the ruckus starts, but I'm not gonna push it either.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Those cutthroats are threatening my husband. We are citizens of the town, loyal to the king, and the mercenaries are planning to rob us. Now don't you just stand there, do something. Help us.
I told you that before.
I couldn't get away with that.
Hey, Yoko! Have you lost your way? Go back to your field and pull up a few turnips.
I'm staying out of it.
Whatever it is that brought you here, you had better forget it and hit the road.
He really should have known better.
Now watch how this works.
You already know what I think.
You shouldn't have come here.
Wow, that hit the spot.
Hang on!
Wow, that hit the spot. Rip you to pieces.
You deserve that, lowlife.
Thank Innos. I thought my time had run
Poor
out.
sucker.
My name is Atelierul.
You don't even have any gold on you.
I've farmed this humble piece of land.
Who were those people?
Those were mercenaries from Onar's farm. Those bastards don't know anything but plunder and murder. I'd been fearing the worst. Well, thank Innos it didn't come to that. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Nothing. Just as long as you got through this all right.
You're an exceptional fellow. May Innos guard you on your way.
Have you heard anything about missing citizens?
Don't make me laugh. Heard of them? Some of my own people are missing. Tonak and Telbor used to work on my fields until 3 days ago. And I know exactly that they wouldn't up and leave the farm just like that. And yet they've simply vanished and no one can tell me where they went. If you happen to find out what's become of them, be sure to let me know, will you?
What did the mercenaries want from you?
You don't know that? Onar, the landowner, hired them. They guard his farm and collect the rent for him. And that means they go from farm to farm and take whatever they want. And whoever can't pay gets a taste of their steel.
You know your way?
Sure.
Baltram sent me. I'm supposed to pick up a shipment for him here.
So, you're his new messenger. Okay, I've already made up the package.
I've gotta go.
So long. I really wish I could have done more for you.
All right, that's that. I'll be off then.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Why don't you defend yourself against Onar's tyranny?
For us farmers near the city, it makes more sense to stay on the good side of the city militia than to rely on Onar's mercenaries. On the other hand, there's Bengar and Sekub who would rather give up their farms than work for the king.
Haven't you ever considered moving away from here?
It's not easy to get away from this part of the country. All the land is walled in by high, insurmountable chain of mountains. The only two ways out of here are the pass to the Valley of Mines and the harbor. Since we cannot afford passage on a ship, and the Valley of Mines is a place of no return, we're going to have to stay here.
What do you know about the pass?
I've never been there myself, but it must be somewhere near Bangar's farm on the high pastures.
Hey, you! Who are you?
My name is Enem. I'm one of the field hands, and the half-pint over there is my brother Egil. We've been working here on the farm for Akil for several years.
How's the field work going?
Do you want to help? There's another hoe back there. Grab it and then head for the field. You just have to make sure that the field raiders don't surprise you. They'll tear your arm right off with one bite.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
I've killed more of them than I can count. The only problem is they keep coming back.
Hey! What's up?
It's been a long time since we've seen a stranger on our land who didn't want to skin us. I hope I'm not wrong about you. I'm Egil, and the strange bird over there is my brother Enem.
How's the field work going?
Great, if those miserable field raiders weren't constantly destroying our harvest.
Why don't you do anything about the field raiders?
You're joking. Since I've been on this farm, I've killed so many of the beasts that I've lost count. But alas, new ones keep coming.
Your brother tells a similar story.
Ah, what exactly does he say?
That he has also done away with plenty of field raiders.
What? That loser can't even find his way home by himself. Tell him he shouldn't brag like that.
Hey, you! Your brother thinks you're a braggart.
What? He's actually got the nerve to say that? He'd better watch out or I'll teach him a lesson. Go and tell him that.
Hey! Enem is a bit irritated about this thing.
He shouldn't puff himself up so much, else I'll tear his head off. Tell him that.
Hey, you! I think the two of you should just relax.
The bastard didn't give in, am I right? I'll tear out his guts. Tell him that.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
I'll do that. Well, at least you've got some gold on you. I think I'll take your weapon.
Wait a minute.
Do you want to cause even more trouble? I think it would be better if you left now.
Oh man, my head. silly bastard.
Not even any... I think I'll take your...
Stop right there, you...
You deserve that, lowlife.
Wait a minute.
I've got to go.
So
Poor
long.
sucker. You don't even
Wait a
have any
minute.
gold on you. I think I'd better take this weapon.
Nothing there, nothing to plunder. I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. Nagura has killed Baltram's messenger. He tried to use me as his new messenger in order to intercept Akil's shipment.
That fellow will get his just punishment. I shall have him locked up immediately. Here, take the bounty that you are entitled to.
I've got Akil's delivery.
Excellent. Finally, I can offer fresh goods again. Here are your 50 gold pieces.
Inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the decree is hereby enacted
That's an open secret.
That's what I've always said.
Someone's got to do the work. That's an open secret.
You don't say. How interesting.
I don't say.
Do you really think?
That's an open secret.
Hey!
You hardly know who to believe these days.
That's not what I heard.
Vatras sent me. He told me to come to you when I needed help.
So you've already been to see Vatras? You must have made a lasting impression on him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
That's an open secret.
I'm no better.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said it is to be taken back.
Of course. It's up to me, as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Really?
I can take the ornament there for you.
I think I'd better take it there myself. But you could come with me.
Honestly,
Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I can't talk about that. Vatras would have my head.
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you?
That's not what I heard.
All right, I see your point.
what I
I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Who says things like that?
The mercenaries.
I'm sure that Lee will accept you, but first you're going to have to pass a test. Go and talk to Cord on Onar's farm. He can help you with your test. Tell him that you reside beneath my wing. You'll understand.
Don't tell me
You have to feel sorry for
that. These are bad times.
I need your help.
And what exactly were you thinking of?
That's nothing new.
He'd better shut up.
Everybody knows by now.
That's totally obvious.
These are bad times.
That was obvious all along.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
You have to feel sorry for
I need some money.
Don't we all? Sorry, but I have none to give you. But Lamar, the moneylender, still owes me a favor. Go to him and borrow whatever money you need. I'll take care of the rest. You'll find Lamar in the harbor district, where it borders on the lower part of town.
Interesting.
That's all just gossip.
Really? How interesting.
I could have
So what's your business with Vatras?
I've got this little agreement with the water mages, you see.
What kind of an agreement?
We work for them, and they see to it that our past in the penal colony doesn't get us into trouble.
You're talking about the Ring of Water?
You've heard of it?
Vatras told me about it.
You might have mentioned that right away.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I'm doing what we all do. I fulfilled the tasks the water mages give me. Some of the missing people were fishermen. They disappeared along with their boats. That's why I'm standing here, watching the harbor. Maybe something will happen yet, but you could help me. Listen, I shall give you my aquamarine ring. It signifies that the bearer belongs to the Ring of Water. If you wear my ring, the rest of us will know that you're acting on my behalf. Get someone to take over my duties so that I can take the ornament back. One of us is always keeping an eye on the marketplace, but I don't know whose turn it is. You had better go talk to all those standing around there. Once the right man sees my aquamarine ring on you, he will let you know. Tell him to see to it that somebody else takes over here at the harbor.
That's what I've always said.
That's totally obvious.
Go away, don't tell me that.
I agree.
About those missing people.
I can't take care of everything, Greg.
Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Corinus. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
The militia is pretty useless if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
Who says things like that?
I'd have gone about it differently.
I can't take care of everything.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magicians. But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background. The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of Corinus. But this only works as long as we keep the identity of all those secret who belong to the Ring of Water. So keep this to yourself.
Sure. I want to join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
That's terrible.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier. And they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
Do you really believe that?
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in Corinus. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet. We work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are. We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
I see.
Don't say.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Really?
Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here.
You listened to the wrong people.
That's not what I heard.
Do you know
The questions you... Of course, there's a thief and every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected.
He can't keep anything to himself.
That's all just gossip.
Really? How interesting.
Better to watch out.
And he works all day, too.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Don't tell this to anyone. Who says things like that?
Hey, you! Where you going? No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinus, the Red Lantern. This is the most beautiful brothel in all of Myrtana, damn it. Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just to spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadja, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of.
That's an open secret.
Why haven't I heard about this before? I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Hey, you!
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
I never knew that.
Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Corinus to complete their cruise. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
That's all just gossip.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No. Don't say you didn't know that.
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
I couldn't care less.
Is it really true?
Tell me that isn't true.
Do you really believe that's exactly what I said?
You don't have to tell me. This is gonna change.
Ah, finally. I've been waiting for you, stranger.
It's the first I've heard of it.
What do you want from me?
I'm here to explain a few things to you, and afterwards, I'm going to kill you.
This is gonna change.
Who pays you for this?
My employers work out of public view, as do I. A condition of my contract is that I name neither their names nor their residences.
Why do you want to kill me?
You sold Rengaru to the city. He is only a petty thief, but you shouldn't have done that. Nagur is behind bars because of your interference, an unforgivable mistake, as some see it. My employers are not exactly pleased about it. To prevent you from making yet another mistake, they have sent me.
Let me at least draw my weapon.
Good. Then prepare for your last battle.
Let's wait and see what happens. Only in us decides what's right.